One of the things we wanted to talk about is how do we keep our love strong and resilient through all these ups and downs that we go through and the different trials and obstacles that we face.
And one of the biggest tools that we use, that we teach in all our programs, is CORE, the circle of responsibility. Because we know that we ultimately are responsible for every thought we think, feeling we feel, and action we take. So when I am getting mad at Rick and feeling angry or frustrated, I know that I'm not living within my circle of responsibility, because I don't really choose to be a miserable or a grumpy or an angry person. And so that means I need to change how I'm thinking. So I need to change how I think towards Rick. And the easiest way to change angry feelings and frustration is to be grateful. Is to think of, why am I so grateful for this man? What has he brought into my life? And to think of the wonderful moments that we've shared together that bring joy and happiness and completeness together. So living within our circle of responsibility is, to me, one of the biggest ways to stay happy in love.
Now, we each have a circle of responsibility.
Yes, we do.
And then we have one that encompasses both of us, and that's our joint circle of responsibility. It's like another entity that surrounds us.
Our marriage circle.
Yes. And individually, we are responsible for our thoughts, feelings, and actions. And part of that is not taking responsibility for the other person's thoughts, feelings, and actions. Because if you start doing that, then you're letting them control some of your thoughts and feelings. So that's a hard thing to do, because you want to be able to help your partner and understand their how they're thinking, and you have compassion when they're not feeling great. But if you allow them to transfer their responsibility
the
onto
negative.
the other person, like she does to me, then you are enabling them to continue doing that more often.
Yes, and when we think of our circle, our marriage circle, we have decided within this circle how we want to think, feel, and act.
As a couple.
Yes, and the things that we want to do as a couple, and the things we want to have in our marriage. And so when we're not living within that circle, we're not being responsible for those ideas, those thoughts, then we are outside of our marriage circle, and that causes a lot of disharmony.
So if you're understanding us, there's three circles. We each have to be individually responsible for our own thoughts, feelings, and actions. But we also have to be responsible for the thoughts, feelings, and actions of us as a couple.